If the greatest medicine wasn't found in a hospital, but in your own empty stomach? What if hunger wasn't your enemy, but your teacher? For thousands of years, saints, yogis, monks, prophets, and philosophers have practiced one discipline that modern society fears the most: fasting. Today, I'll show you why fasting is more than skipping meals. It can become a tool for healing your body, disciplining your mind, and awakening your spirit. Most people don't eat because they're hungry. They eat because they're bored. They eat because they're stressed. They eat because food has become entertainment. One quote says, "Fasting does something to you that cannot be explained with human language." You become aware of just how habitual eating has become. Many of us do not eat for hunger, we eat for pleasure. And that's true. When food disappears, your distractions disappear. Your emotions begin to surface. Suddenly you notice your anger, your loneliness, your anxiety. Fasting removes the mask. It forces you to meet yourself. Healing begins the moment you stop running away from your own mind. There is another powerful quote: "Hunger is the first element of self-discipline. If you can control what you eat and drink, you can control everything else." Think about it. If you cannot say no to a snack, how will you say no to laziness, to addiction, to anger, to gossip? Every time you choose discipline over impulse, you strengthen your character. Fasting teaches one simple truth: you are the master of your desires, not their slave. Science has also become interested in fasting. Research suggests that fasting can lower insulin levels, help the body burn stored fat, increase growth hormone during short fasts, trigger a process called autophagy, where cells recycle damaged components. Many people also report better mental clarity and improved focus. However, it's important not to exaggerate. Some online claims, such as fasting curing cancer, reversing Alzheimer's, or guaranteeing anti-aging, are not proven. Fasting is an area of active research, but it should never replace medical treatment. If you have diabetes, are pregnant, have an eating disorder, or have certain medical conditions, fasting should only be done with medical guidance. The goal isn't blind belief. The goal is informed practice. Every major spiritual tradition respects fasting. Hindu sages, Buddhist monks, Jain monks, Christian mystics, Muslim believers during Ramadan. Why? Because an empty stomach often creates a quieter mind. As the great poet Rumi said, "Fasting is the first principle of medicine. Fast, and behold the strength of the spirit." Whether taken literally or as spiritual wisdom, the message is simple. When the body asks, the soul answers. Silence becomes deeper. Meditation becomes easier. Prayer becomes more sincere. You realize happiness doesn't always come from consuming more. Sometimes it comes from needing less. Here's something I want to add. Modern life constantly tells us more food, more entertainment, more shopping, more scrolling, more pleasure. But fasting whispers the opposite. Less can reveal more. Less food, more awareness. Less distraction, more peace. Less attachment, more freedom. Fasting isn't about punishing the body. It's about reminding the mind that it is stronger than its cravings. Sometimes the loudest wisdom appears when the stomach becomes quiet. Remember, fasting alone won't make you wise. A cruel person can fast. An arrogant person can fast. Real transformation happens when fasting is joined with kindness, patience, gratitude, prayer, meditation, and self-reflection. Because the real purpose of fasting is not to empty your stomach. It is to empty your ego. When you conquer hunger, you don't just gain control over food. you begin to gain control over yourself. If this video made you think differently about fasting, subscribe for more videos on spirituality, self-mastery, and inner transformation. Stay mindful. Stay disciplined. Peace.